So today we're going to look at blood flow, and in particular blood flow in the legs. As we get older, our circulation can deteriorate, and what we find is we might have poor blood flow through the legs. It's easy for everyone to just say, you need to walk more. Sometimes that's just not feasible for some people who have pain, whether it be through arthritis, whether they have issues with their back, whether they have mobility deficits where they just don't feel that safe walking on their feet. So in this video, we're going to look at some simple seated exercises and lying down exercises that you can use to improve your blood flow. So the first one is ankle pumps in seated. So when we're sitting here, we're going to push up onto our toes and back onto our heels, up and down. So obviously we're using the muscle pump to help pump that blood around. With these exercises, if you are sitting for a long period during the day, you're unable to walk, significant distances, you're probably going to want to do these exercises on the hour or on every 2 hours. So what you might start with is 50 ankle pumps up and down. Obviously 50 can be quite fatiguing for some people, so your starting point might be at 10 or 20 depending on your function. Second exercise, knee extensions. What we're doing here is we're activating through our quads and squeezing them nice and tight. Again, you might look to build up to 50, but start at 10. You can then do some marching in seated. Again, build to 50, start with 10. You also have ins and outs. So in. Stuck in your bed? Don't worry. First exercise is a static quad. So what we're thinking in our mind is that we're pushing our knee into the bed and squeezing our quadriceps muscle. So when you're here, squeeze down, hold for 5 seconds. When you're getting that squeeze, what you'll find is that your quad probably activates and so does your glute. We're going to hold that for 5 seconds and do it in 5 sets. Okay, next exercise, we're going to do a straight leg raise. So we're going to squeeze our quad, stabilize our knee, lifting our foot up. Again, start with 5 reps, progress as you feel fit. Next exercise, you're going to use a rolled up towel, place it under your knee. It's a very similar muscle activation to your static quad. So you're going to push your knee into the rolled up towel, lift your foot. With all these exercises, you might start with 5 reps and progress it up to something like 20 or 25. We're wanting to do this regularly through the day because you're not on your feet as much, you're not activating all those muscles as regularly, and therefore you're not getting the benefit of muscle pump and returning that blood back up to your heart. So it's very important that you set an alarm and you activate these muscles regularly through the day. So the takeaway here is obviously walking is fantastic in regards to reducing blood flow, but that is just not feasible for everyone. So we need to have different options that you can do in seated, if that's where you are during the day, or if you're in bed, we've got some bed options. You want to increase those exercises as much as you can, and obviously as you're increasing those exercises, you're also wanting to try and start building your strength, building your resilience to allow you to be able to get up and get moving and more mobile, because mobility obviously is the key. We're wanting to increase your function, we're wanting to increase your independence, and we're wanting you to thrive in life.